Good evening. Thank you for inviting me here this evening. I've been a resident here of Broward County since 1971. I graduated from Miramar High School. I have a degree from UM and from UF. I've been married for 26 years. I have 4 children. All of them attended public schools here in Broward County. I've also been a small business owner here in Broward County since 1985. Each and every week, starting in 1985 up until today, I've made payroll, I've paid my taxes, I've made sure the rent and the light bills were paid. I won't say every single week I drew a paycheck, but I know what it's like to be a small business owner and to make a payroll and make those other things. I've also served on Town of Davie Town Council. I served there for a couple years. I served 2 terms as mayor of the Town of Davie. I know what it's like to be an elected official. I know what it's like to run a campaign in a local election. I know what it takes to win. I'll tell you, the first time I ran for office as a local candidate, the assistance I got from the Republican Party was the local club. They helped me, but basically nothing else. As a elected official, as an incumbent, yes, the party chairman attended some fundraisers, and I will say that the YRs, they came out and helped me a lot. Yes, the YRs. But other than that, there was not a lot of support from the county party, and I know most of my experience in working on campaigns in this county has been at the local level. At the president, and when you run for Congress, I'll come out and walk and make the phone calls, but I haven't organized any of those campaigns. But I know what local candidates in this county, I know that what they're up against. When you ask the county party for any assistance, typically you don't get it, and you count yourself lucky if they don't give you a hard time if you ask them for a walk list or a call list or something like that. And that has to change. The number one thing that the Broward Republican Executive Committee needs to do is improve the quality of life for everybody here in Broward County. Now, how we're going to improve the quality of life? We're going to elect local officials. I hear for years people say, well, local officials are the farm team. We need to get mayors and commissioners elected so we can send them somewhere else. Well, I'm not arguing with that, but let me tell you this: we will not improve the quality of life here until we unelect some of the characters that we have. We can't count on all of them getting indicted and sent away. We got to elect some Republicans on the local level. That's a key thing. And fundraising, everything else is tied. We have to elect local officials. And I can't say it any more clearly than that. We get, I heard some other things. Yes, we do need to bring unity to the party. You have to ask some of the folks in Davie, but I think I was pretty good at that, at uniting and building consensus. I know what it's like to run a big meeting. Some of those local town meetings got kind of rowdy, and I can run a big meeting. I've done it. Brec we need a local election plan. I have one. I can't go into it now because I think I'm about the end of my time. But if you're in Brec and you probably got an email from me outlining what that plan is. But we need a plan. We need a plan for local officials. A lot of local officials, when they decide they're going to run for office, half the time they spend running for office is not spent campaigning. It's trying to figure out how to campaign. And Brec, as a county party, we need to be able to step in with a template and help those candidates. 2 other things, I'm just going to give you the bullet points. Education. We're never going to change the culture of people voting for the knuckleheads that we got in this county in public office until we educate people. And in the public schools, I told you I have 4 kids in the public school. Here's what they tell you, the kids in the public school, the difference between Democrats and Republicans. They'll tell you Democrats are in favor of the small guy, the underdog, and Republicans are only in favor of rich people. Well, they grossly misrepresent who we are and what we're about, and we're not going to really elect people until we change that. So my kids were in the high school. They had a local club in the public high school, a Republican club. And we have some, if you go to the Brec meetings, you know there's a couple of young men that go to school in Davie, and I asked them, I said, well, we don't know. Teachers told us we can't have a club. It's too political. So we need to educate the public. And my last point is we need to ensure that future generations of America have a better quality of life than what we have now. Not the same, not worse. We need to have a better quality of life than what we have now. That's what Americans have always wanted, and there's no reason we ought to cave in and give up on that now. And the only way we're going to do that is we're going to have to elect and retain fiscally conservative Republicans. You know, I'm telling my kids, thanks, by the way, for paying my bills today. And I don't have any grandkids, but if I did, I'd be thanking them too, because that's where we are, and that's not going to change either until we elect fiscally conservative Republicans. Thank you.